Hey guys, so welcome to the vlog for the Fiber Festival. I am currently getting ready and I'm wearing my Pluma shawlette this morning. I also have a cotton lace cowl to change into if this gets too hot because it is merino wool and it's supposed to be in the 80s today. So if it gets a little warm, I'm prepared. I also can't go to a fiber festival without wearing some hand knit socks. So I've got my blueberry socks on today. These are the only Chacos that I own. I have Chaco boots, not Chaco sandals. But they're pretty comfortable, so I think that'll be good for a day of walking around in terrain that I'm not familiar with. But yeah, these are my little blueberry socks. And I've got them kind of peeking out over the top of the boots. So yeah, that makes me happy. Got various things I'm taking with me. So I have my eggs that I definitely overcooked, but I'm gonna eat them in the car, along with this yogurt. It is a tasty yogurt. Here's my lace cowl. I've got my car charger for my phone. I have hydration in the form of 3 bottles of water. Because I'll be there all day, and I have my sock knitting that I'll keep in my purse with me, a little snack bar. I also have a protein bar and another snack bar in my purse. There's a spoon for my yogurt. And then I'm bringing my tote bag from the Craftivist for any kind of yarn shopping and fiber shopping that happens. I am sure that I will get some bags there too, but I wanted to have one just in case. So, oh, and then I have backup shoes in case the Chacos end up not being very comfortable. Hi, Murphy. Hi, Betty. I wish you could go with me, but you can't. You gotta stay here, buddy. I know, life's full of disappointments. Okay, the sun just came up a little bit ago. I have a bit of a drive to get to this festival, and I want to get there before they open for the day, just in case there's a line. So yes, I'm all packed up. I've got my car breakfast, and I might listen to like an audiobook or something while I drive. Not sure, we'll see, but we'll be there soon. I have arrived. I don't think there are tons of people here, at least not right now. The parking lot still had plenty of places open, so we'll see how big the festival is. Online, the pictures look amazing. I actually almost cried last night when I looked at them, and I wanted to be here so badly. I'm a big nerd. But yes, so it doesn't seem like it's too busy, so that's very nice. It might just be that I'm one of the first people here, maybe. So, hooray! These are little yarn cake caddies.
Well,
So
the yarn will
cool.
already be in the ball.
You have to get it in the ball.
They tie onto your item, so it's not just like, see this little like clasp here, little basically hook and eye kind of deal, I think. Yeah, so that's amazing. So you can make your shawls and wraps and all kinds of things, like really versatile with this. That's very cool. And they have all different types. There are a lot of like handmade, like artisan ones and vintage, and so cool. So cool. And there are shawl cuffs as well, which is also very cool. guys, just wanted to check in with you for a minute. They don't really have an outdoor seating area, so that's why I'm in my car. But I wanted to just take a little bit of a break and have a snack because I've been up for a while and it's now 12:15-ish, so 12:20. So I'm gonna have my protein bar and do some sock knitting and just decompress for a few minutes. I have my protein bar. Yeah, and just decompress for a few minutes before I go back and decide on some yarn combinations that I'm thinking about, and visit the yarn truck because I think it's the Traveling Yarn Yogi, I think is what her company is called, and she's got a yarn truck and it's here. It's full of yarn. So I think I might have my snack and knit for a moment and then go check that out. And then it's so windy. And then I might go back. I might come back here and knit some more before I go back inside to look at more yarn. So we'll see. But yeah, so just want to check in for a moment. This is the sock that I'm currently working on. I keep my sock knitting stored in the middle compartment of my purse, so it is ready to go. Yes, very happy to be able to knit in the quiet for a moment. Okay, so I got arguably too much yarn, but I have ideas for all of it. So I did come to the festival with some things in mind that I wanted to get, and I really didn't stray very far from that. So I'll show you guys my haul later in the video. Maybe the next portion will be the haul portion. But I didn't get anything for socks. I got no sock knitting yarn. I got fingering weight and some of it is sock yarn, but I'm not going to use any of it for socks. Well, I say that. I did get one sock kit or sock set that could become both a pair of socks and part of a shawl that I have in mind. So it might just all go into the shawl or it might become socks. I purposely got the little set with like the mini because their sample with the mini was really pretty and I was like, I want socks. I want that colorway for socks. So, oh, sorry about the hand over the camera. So that might happen, but we'll see. Everyone was so nice. Everyone was so nice. The traveling yarn yogi is just precious. She's so sweet. Yeah, I'll talk more about like each individual seller. But yeah, it was just so good. And I might be back tomorrow because my friend and her mom couldn't come with me today. So I might come with them tomorrow and just hang out and knit on socks while we walk around. Yeah, such a good day. So I think I might sit in my car for a little bit and just enjoy being surrounded by a lot of expensive yarn and listen to the birds and look at the sunshine and yeah, just knit for a little bit before I drive home because I've got a bit of a drive to go back home. So if I come with them tomorrow, I think I'm gonna ride, see if they can pick me up and then ride with them so that I can knit in the car. So yeah, I'd rather not drive again, but that's okay. If I have to, then it's not the end of the world. This might be goofy, I'm having a snack, but I don't know, maybe you'll understand. I was just thinking, oh, I should go pick up some lunch because I'm like really hungry and I have quite a drive before I get home. And I was like, Chick-fil-A isn't too far away. Then I thought about how much money I just spent on all this yarn and fiber. And I'm just gonna eat my chia seed bar and get food at home. Have you guys ever bought less of a food or things because of your yarn budgeting? Oh boy, I'm gonna total this up when I get home and I'm all scared. But it brings joy. Hold on. After I filmed that, I was like, well, actually, I do wonder how much I spent. And I just totaled up everything from all of my receipts. And it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I forgot to get something while I was in there this last time, and I think I might go in and get it now. Is this ridiculous? This might be ridiculous. I've never been to a yarn festival or a fiber festival before. I'm taking advantage of it. Yep. Okay, you may have noticed that I switched from my shawlette, my pluma shawl, to this cowl. This is a cotton lace cowl that I knit last summer. I got too hot, but I still kind of wanted something around my neck. So this is what happened. I am obviously now home in my podcasting corner / crafting corner. And I wanted to show you guys the beautiful things that I got at the Fiber Festival today. It is possible that I will be going back with my friend and her mom tomorrow. There were a couple of things that I was gonna circle back around and get today that I completely forgot about because I was very hungry. My blood sugar was not in a good place and I was not thinking straight. And I completely forgot to go back and get those few things. So I'd kind of like to go back tomorrow and pick those up. Hopefully they're still there. If they're not, I got plenty of other things to tide me over for quite a while. But I'd also like to hang out with my friend and her mom and watch them have fun with all the beautiful yarn. So not just yarn, but all of the gubbins. So let's get into what I got. I'll try to do this fairly quickly so that I'm not taking a million years of your time. So first up, we have this beautiful sock set from Biddy Knits. Wonderful. Biddy Knits is based in Georgia. Can't remember the name of the city right now, but I think it's close to Atlanta, Georgia. They had beautiful things. I'm going to have the information of not just Biddy Knits, but the other people that I purchased from or talked to. I will have their information for you guys. I think I'm gonna have like their business cards like showing on the screen at some point I might have already done that during the vloggy portion where I was at the festival. I will also put, though, their names and information in the description below for you if you would like to check out their stuff. So this is a really beautiful speckled sock set that I am planning on probably making a pair of socks out of. I'd like to try out some fun color work with these two guys. They had a beautiful sample knit up where it was kind of like a slip stitch kind of design with this guy, the mini with the main skein, and it was really beautiful. So I kind of want to try out some sort of color work with these guys, and whatever is left of the pink, I'm gonna save for, I'd like to do a big shawl at some point with a bunch of different pink yarns so that I just have a very happy pink shawl that has lots of different types of pinks. And I love the speckly one, so that's going in that for sure. Okay, next thing that I got a lot of stuff, you guys. You may have seen, you either saw these or you saw something similar, but there was a lady who had a whole bunch of buttons, and I think it was called the Good Yarn or A Good Yarn. She had all kinds of buttons and antique and vintage knitting kits and sets and all kinds of stuff. So I got some buttons from her. These are, I think, mother of pearl. That's what that looks like to me, and they're a good size button. These are beautiful. They're fairly heavy, so I think they are mother of pearl. And they're like cool to the touch, like very cool to the touch. And then I got this set of, I think this is also mother of pearl. These are gorgeous. These are really, really beautiful. Each one is a slightly different kind of color. All kind of in the pinkish or grayish family. These are beautiful, and I love these. I was so happy to find these. So, that was exciting. What else do I have in this bag? Let's see. Oh, these, this is just that's a business card. I'm going to put all those together. With the goodie bag for the festival, they gave us this Barocco catalog. I think this is a catalog and not, yeah, it's a catalog, which is kind of fun. So you can do a little bit of extra shopping from Barocco. And let's see, it's this is very exciting. Oh my goodness. This was the first place I purchased from. This is AB Farm and Gardens from Canton, Georgia. Again, I'll probably have this information for you guys in the video as well, or the vloggy portion as well, and below. But this is fiber for 4 bags full. Have you any wool? Yes, 4 bags full. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells like very clean soap. Oh my goodness. Okay, focus. This is not wool though, it's alpaca and mohair. One of them is actually pretty exciting wool. So let's see if I can get these open. The fabric bags are tied with strips of fabric, so that's a little difficult. I might have to pause this video and get back to you guys in just a moment. I'm gonna do that to save some time. Okay, we're back. They are all in these really charming bags that are hand printed, it looks like, with the AB Farm and Gardens logo. And so these 3 are, I think 2 of them are alpaca and mohair, and one of them is just mohair. But this one is full of these beautiful blush pink rolags. Oh my goodness. I'm very excited about these. And I really like spinning from rolags, so that's gonna be really good. Just look how sweet this little fluff is. That's gonna get turned into yarn. But wait, there's more. So I'm gonna spin these 3 together, not like, you know, all on top of each other, but they will be spun in the same yarn. Because I've also got this guy, beautiful tonal gray, undyed. And it's almost that like a lilac. At least in Great Danes, you call them lilac. I can't remember what it's called for alpacas. But it's where they've got like some brownish fawn and some light silvery gray. For a Great Dane, that kind of like in between like beigey tan-ish and light silvery grayish, that's called like a lilac Dane. I don't know about alpacas though. Anyway, we've got those tones in this though. So it's got like the beigey kind of light tan plus all of those grays. And then we've got this beautiful kind of ballet pink as well, which is just glorious. And it's so soft. It's really hard. Pink quartz carded mohair rolag. So this one is just mohair. Come on, how gorgeous. So these 3 colors are going to be spun up into some really glorious variegated yarn. I'm probably going to pair them with a white or cream merino wool, just to give them some like structure and some stability, some sturdiness, because these are very floofy and they probably fall apart if you try to spin them by themselves. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white merino wool to that, I think, or cream, just to like offer some sturdiness. And then the 4th bag I got from him, oh my goodness, you guys, this is glorious. I got multicolored locks. Oh, whatever soap he used to wash all of these is glorious. Look at these locks, how beautiful they are. So these are going to get spun into, I'm not sure what yet, but they're gonna get spun into something, and that's gonna make some crazy beautiful like art yarn. And they're so incredibly soft. They're so soft. He had all kinds of colors of locks dyed, but this multicolored natural undyed bag, I had to have it when I saw it. It was, I mean, right? It's just gorgeous. So, all right, so those are my 4 bags full of fiber. So excited. I now have debris all over me, mostly in the form of threads from those little sacks. Let's see, is there anything else in this bag for showing you guys? Yes, there is. So this was the bag for the Fiber Festival this year. So cute, handy bag. Yeah, it might be the same bag every year because there isn't a year on this, but yeah, just kind of like a goodie bag that had the Barocco catalog and a couple other like information things. I bought these 2 measuring tapes from whatever booth in the video, in the vlog, is the one that has all of the different needles and notions. Like there was one shop in particular that had a bunch of needles and notions. That's where I got these from. These cute alpaca tape measures from Haya Haya. So I've seen these sold, obviously, like from Haya Haya. I've seen them on Etsy and things. I've been wanting them, and now I have them. I love them. If you don't know, alpacas and I have a very special relationship. I'll probably do a whole video about this in the future, but my husband and I are planning on having an alpaca farm in the next few years, and I will be making all kinds of fibery goodness from those alpacas. I love alpacas. Even before they became cool, I loved them. I'm very much an alpaca hipster. Let's see. So, more goodness. This is my hydration from this morning. Still in these bags. Okay, so I got another set of Knit Picks US 1 DPNs because I have lost one of my sets of US 1 DPNs, and I knit 1 to 2 pairs of socks every week, so I can't be losing these. So hopefully those stay put. I don't lose them. All right, so I got 3 skeins of Emma's yarn. I had to. These two are gonna go together to make something gorgeous. I'm thinking a lacy shawl. I am all about periwinkle, especially right now. I'm very much into periwinkle, and like these colors are just too good together. They are just too good. So they are going to become, see that streak of periwinkle in here? So glorious. So these are going to become a gorgeous lacy shawl, I think. And they're so soft and squishy. I love Emma's yarn. This is the super silky. Yeah, her crazy beautiful color, super silky. It is crazy beautiful. So gorgeous. And then I got this skein that's kind of like just a neutral with some color in it. Some little colory speckly bits. Got a little bit of brown in there. Some yellow and a just teensy bit of that turquoisey blue. I love that. I love that turquoisey blue. Oh, when you open it up, there's more. So that's really nice. Yeah, I am going to pair this. I'm either going to use this on its own to create another kind of accessory object, like another cowl or some such. That's a neutral one because I'm really enjoying wearing my cotton lace cowl and my merino wool pluma shawl. So I think like another neutral in like a merino and silk would be really nice. But I might also pair this with 2 skeins of MCN. No, they're merino, cashmere, and silk skeins from Nanetwick Studio, and they're a neutral base with some specks of neutrals and little colors like turquoise and stuff in them. Those are gorgeous, and I was just kind of waiting on like another skein so that I could maybe make a garment, like a loose flowy top, kind of like this shirt actually would be great because I love the fit of this shirt. So that might turn into a beautiful silky cashmere soft merino-y top or shirt garment item. Oh, so that might be destined for, I know that they're all destined for greatness, but whew, so exciting. Okay, next up is these are my items from the Traveling Yarn Yogi, which is so cool. You saw her van. It's a yarn shop in a van. So cool. Yeah, she just travels all around, and you can buy all sorts of gorgeous stuff from her. I might be going back tomorrow to see what all she's got in her van. Might pick up a couple more things. I don't know. We'll see. I got a pair of Hiya kitty snips because I can't not get pink kitty snips. That would just be absurd. So I got this very, very cute little set of pink scissors that are shaped like a little kitty cat with a bow tie. He's dapper. So cute. And then I got this little enamel pin of the Traveling Yarn Yogi, which is very very cute. I don't think that it wants to focus on it. It doesn't want to. I tried. This will go on my little tote. And then I got a, for me, a luxurious, expensive skein of yarn. This might not be that expensive for some of you guys, but for me, it was a splurge. So this was one of 2 big splurges for myself. I got the Ben Ami, La Ben Ami, I think it's La Ben Ami. I do not speak French, so, but I think it's La Ben Ami. This is the very popular French hand-dyed yarn. And that color is just everything I could ever want. I am a big sucker for especially light grays with pinks and gold. And I love speckles and I love variegation. This is like, it's very close, I think, to, for me, what is a perfect skein of yarn. I love this. Yeah, this is a treat. I love this. This is going to become something very special. Again, I'm kind of thinking a shawl, and I'm thinking of pairing it either with a blush pink mohair or a blush pink, just fingering weight yarn to do a beautiful lace shawl, something maybe that really shows off this gorgeousness, and the solid or tonal pink can maybe be like more of the laciness. I don't know yet. We're gonna see, but I am in love with that skein of yarn. My mom was like, oh, I like the periwinkle ones more. It's like, well, everybody has their own favorite colors and just things that they like, so that's fine. I am in love with that skein of yarn. Okay, last bag. I got some good stuff, you guys. So last bag of things. Oh, this is neat. I'll show you. Okay, so all of these items came from the same place. So this is from Mandy's Markers. You can find them on Etsy. I got this really precious set of stitch markers. This is so cute. So cute. Don't know how well it shows up, but they're like turquoise with silver and like a fuchsia, a pink. And they're just very, very happy little stitch markers, and I love them. I also got from her these, she had like a 2 for a discounted price, and then the bigger ones were just their regular price. But I got, these are buttons. I kind of explained them and showed them to you guys in the vlog, but they're buttons that have like little toggles and like ties, elastic ties, so that you can like elastic tie them around like a shawl or something to kind of keep it in place. And you can style in different ways with these buttons. And these 2 were, I thought, very pretty. I've got this kind of like gray wood style that's a little like a medium sized or kind of like a large. And then I've got this really beautiful like ivory with like this floral kind of pattern, which I think is beautiful. And then this is one of the large ones. This is a ceramic. This is a fired pottery. This is a pottery piece that's been printed and fire glazed, and that's beautiful, I think. I'm particularly thinking of this one with my rainbow, my big rainbow shawl from my Emma's yarn, silky yarn that I got from my advent calendar. That shawl is gonna be huge. And I'm kind of thinking of different ways to style it, and I think that could come in handy and look really cute with it. Okay, some business cards, and then this is the final thing. This is the big purchase of the day. I got a fade set. And look how gorgeous. This is yarny goodness if I've ever seen it. I had to have this when I saw it. I was kind of going back and forth for a moment. Can you see there's pink? I love this. I'm very into blue and turquoise and green and periwinkle and purple and lavender and pink and oof. This looks like a mermaid's tail. I am just in love with this fade. And this is from Cameo Yarns. Gorgeous. Completely gorgeous. I saw it in the little basket and I picked it up and I looked at it, and it's sport weight, which is even better because I'm kind of thinking I want to make a lightweight sweater with this guy, like a lightweight faded sweater. How just beautiful that'd be. And so sport weight is better for me for that because a fingering weight sweater terrifies me. I just feel like it would take me a million years, but sport weight is okay because I can knit a pair of sport weight socks in a day, and like that's fine. So sport weight sweater, I feel like that doesn't bother me as much. DK would probably be less stressful, but we take what we can get. And I think the sport weight like shows off these colors really nicely. In any case, I saw this in the little basket, picked it up, coveted it, and then set it back down to look at other things because I didn't want to make any impulse buys. Somebody else came back behind me and they picked it up and looked at it, and I immediately was like, don't you dare put it back. You can't have it. It's mine. And as soon as they put it down, I kind of sidled back over and I picked it up and I was like, I'm never setting it down again. Yeah, this is just so beautiful. And all of Cameo Yarns, whew, girl's got some talent. All of her colorways are just this beautiful. I am telling you, I'll just give you one more look at it because it is truly gorgeous. Yeah, that is, oof, this would make a gorgeous shawl or wrap, but I think it's gonna have to be, a sweater because like kind of a flowy sweater perhaps, because I want to wear this all the time and I would wear a sweater a lot more than I'd wear a shawl. Oh gosh, but I don't know, it could still become a glorious shawl. We'll see. But I already have a foreskein rainbow shawl that I'm working on, so do I need to? Yeah. Ooh, so that is my yarn haul, my set of purchases from the day. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with me. Again, if you are interested in any of these makers or sellers, I have their information down below, so you can check them out. I might see you again tomorrow. So there might be more of this video. This might not be the end. I don't know yet. So I might see you tomorrow. And if so, until then, and by tomorrow, I mean in a few seconds for you. But if this is actually the end of the video, then I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, so it's now the next day. And I went back to the Fiber Festival. I went today with my friend, the friend who I taught how to knit, and her mom. And they had so much fun, which I am very grateful for because I was feeling kind of bad. I was a little worried that they wouldn't enjoy it as much as I do, and that they would be bored, or that it wasn't going to be like what they expected, or, you know, stuff like that. So I was kind of worried that, I don't know, they just weren't going to have as good of a time, and that I'd like dragged them, you know, all that way for like nothing. No, but they had a good time, so that's really good. I got more stuff. There were a few things that I forgot to grab yesterday while I was there, that I meant to circle back around and get, but then I just forgot because my blood sugar was too low and I wasn't able to think straight at that point. I was just kind of like, oh, anyway, my blood sugar was too low. So I got the things that I meant to go back and get yesterday, and then there were a couple of things that I didn't see yesterday that I'm glad I was able to get today. And then there was some yarn that I couldn't stop thinking about last night, so I went by and a couple booths and got it today because I wanted to have this yarn. You will see why shortly. Ooh, the light is in like weird places. Weird. Okay, I don't really know what to do about that, but that's fine. This isn't something I bought, but it's kind of nice. This Yarn Junkies was one of the businesses I went to. This is where I got my DPNs, and they have a bunch of stuff like notion-y things as well as kits and yarn, but they're an Ashford dealer, so they gave me a catalog, and I might be ordering some things for my spinning wheel from them, perhaps. So I didn't buy that, but I don't know, it excites me, so I'm throwing it in with my haul. Okay, some yarn that I got. I could not stop thinking about this particular skein, and so they'd moved skeins around apparently, and it was hidden in the back, so I had to dig for it. This is just wonderful. This is the Gems Luxe Fibers. This is a cool company. They're actually having, I think what they told me was that they are going to have like a pretty big name designer doing some designs either for them, or they're doing yarn support for this designer or something along those lines. They're very excited about it, and they wouldn't tell me more yet, but they're going to be announcing that soon, I think. So Gems Luxe Fibers, most of their colorways are based on Greek mythology, and they have mini kits or sets. They have like a monthly club, or you can just get their mini sets in fingering DK and bulky yarn. So you can get minis of bulky yarns, and each of their minis sets are based on a Greek mythology story. So each colorway in the set is part of the story that particular set is telling. So like, for instance, one set was the story of Persephone and Hades, and each colorway in that set had told a different part of the story. And so it's very cool. So I got this one. This is Athena on their Luxe sock. It is fingering weight, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards, and 100 grams. And look at this gorgeous, gorgeous speckling on this skein. I wanted this one specifically. They did have other fingering weights, or they did have other skeins of this that were very heavily speckled, which were beautiful. But for what I want this skein for, I wanted something that was a little more lightly speckled. This is perfect. And I am a sucker for pink and gold or yellow together. You got these little pops of like a fuchsia-y, like purple kind of going on too. Anyway, I'm so obsessed with this skein. I think that it is gorgeous. So I couldn't stop thinking about it last night, so I got it today. Another really, really cool booth that I spent a bit of time at was called String Theory Colorworks. They're based in Florida, in Gainesville. I think Gainesville. And each of their skeins of yarn has a little stitch marker, and she dyes self-striping yarns. So this is the Orbit base, which is their sport base, which I like sport. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 328 yards of pure awesomeness, and 100 grams. So yeah, this the colorway is sucrose, and this is my self-striping sock that I got, which was definitely on my list of things I wanted to get at the Fiber Festival. I wanted to get a hand-dyed self-striping sock yarn, and my preference was if it was in sport. So check, got it. I spent a lot of time at their booth because there were several different colorways I was considering yesterday and then today. And I never saw this one yesterday. So this guy is probably gonna get paired up with this periwinkle, and this is gonna become an awesome pair of socks. I might do some texturing with it. Not sure yet, but I think I love that. And now that I see it with my periwinkle, I'm very happy. This is Manatee, I think is this. This is a Knit Picks Stroll Fingering, and I think it's the Manatee colorway. So if you're curious about that. Everything is falling. Disaster. Okay, so that was really cool. And she has so many bases and then so many colorways. Some of them are really cool. And they're all self-striping. Well, she's got some like solids and tonals and things, but definitely specializes in self-striping yarns. And she had samples knit up of them, and she does a good job. They are a good self-striping yarn. All kinds of bases. And yeah, I don't know what else really to say other than like I recommend checking it out if you want. There were so many different options, and they range from like, you know, alternating between 2 colors up to, I think one of them had like 9 different colors in it or something. And they're all, most of the colorways and just the names of like all of the yarn stuff in general at that shop are based on physics terminology, which is kind of fun. Some of it is also based on other sciencey things like metabolism or mitochondria or, you know, things like that. But it's a cool shop, and the yarn is real good. So let's see. This is an item I got. I got a knitting barber, the original knitting barber. And if you're not familiar with these, this is for when you are knitting like a sweater or some other garment and you want to try it on. Instead of taking your project off of your needles using like waste yarn and having to like pick up your stitches or thread something through, stitch it, or, you know, whatever, you just pop the little ends of this cable, because it's hollow. This is basically a big hollow tube. You just put it at the end of your knitting needles and you just wedge it on there real good, and you try on your garment that way, and then you just kind of shift all of your stitches back onto your knitting needles and you're ready to go. So this is going to save so much time and energy, mostly energy, I think, but it'll save quite a bit of time. But I think mostly it saves you from like stress, from like the stress of trying not to drop your stitches and all that kind of thing. So I'm very excited about this. I got this from the Traveling Yarn Yogi. She has these in her little traveling yarn shop that is in a van. So I'm very excited about that. I've been wanting one, and I just didn't know where to find one. So I saw that today and I snagged it. This last bit of yarn I got from Cameo Yarns, which I think might be my new obsession as far as yarn dyers. This stuff is real good. That's where I got the fade kit from yesterday, which you saw, the 4 skeins of the fade kit or fade set. I went back and got more yarn because I couldn't stop thinking about it. I got these 2 minis. These are 2 little sparkle sock minis. They've got like a silver stellina in them, and I am going to use these to knit up some mermaid socks. This I can't remember what she called this exactly, but I think it was like a koi splash or a glimpse of koi or something like that, because she was going for when you are looking in the koi pond and the fish just like turns and you see like a flash of koi. Like that's what this skein is. That's why it just has this one flash of orange in it, but it's got like little bits of green for like, you know, the lily pads and other things, and it's just, I love that. And then this is blues and purples and greens and aquas. And so these are going to be my koi fish mermaid socks for the summer. And I'm very excited about these. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I am super excited about these. So I grabbed those 2 minis. And then I got 2 full skeins. But you'll understand when you see them together how I couldn't not get them. So this is Mirror Mirror, and then the blue is the Living Frost. And look at these beauties. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, these are just completely gorgeous. So this is a lot of blues, speckling, variegation, some purple, all the gorgeousness. And then this one is all kinds of color. Purple, bronze, blue, green. It's just sumptuous. And they're so soft and squishy. They are 80-20. They're both 80-20 superwash merino and nylon. And these are going to go together and become something glorious. I just adore these. I couldn't stop thinking about this one yesterday and in particular. And I loved this blue as well. And then when I tried pairing them together today, I just had to have them. So here we are. Now I have them. Oh my goodness. Such glory. Last few things I got. Yes, there's more. I picked up some beads because I would really like to try some beads in my knitting. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do. But I'm thinking some sort of lace, I don't know, something. I'd like to try some beads sometime soon, I think. And I love this color. I don't know how well that's going to show up on screen. But it's like a darkish blue with like a purple iridescent. So it's almost gives you periwinkle vibes, almost. And I am very much into periwinkle. And I found out today that like, I think it's Very Peri is like the color of the year. I didn't realize that periwinkle was such a thing this year, but apparently it's like a cultural phenomenon, not just something that I am personally really into. But periwinkle is like one of my very favorite colors. I really, really love periwinkle. So I don't really mind if it's popular right now because more periwinkle stuff for me. Yeah, so I went ahead and got these because they had some samples of some things knit up with this size bead. This is number 6, 20 grams, seed bead number 6. It says 09. I don't really know how to tell you what the size is. I'm guessing it's seed bead number 6 maybe would be the size. I don't know, but I went ahead and bought these because this color I am in love with this color and I'm going to use this in something. I'm definitely going to, especially since this is the color I always gravitate towards when I look at beads for knitting. So that tells me something. But beyond that, in their samples, this size looked really good in various projects that people had knit with the beads. So like they're big enough to where the beads show up, but they're not so big that it detracts or is distracting in any way. So I went ahead and got these because I want to try knitting with beads and I really like those. So seemed like a good buy. And then I got this necklace. I may have mentioned this to you guys last year or yesterday. I don't remember, but this is just one of those stitch marker necklaces. So it has the lobster claw at the end so that you can clip on your stitch markers. I'm probably gonna do it with these first because I love that. These are the stitch markers I got yesterday, which you saw just a few minutes ago, I guess. And I'm probably gonna wear that around the house
probably out and about too for a bit because I really love that just as jewelry, and it's fun. It's a fun way to keep my stitch markers together, and it's handy like when you're knitting too, to just kind of get one off of your necklace versus like dig around in like your notions tin or pockets or, you know, wherever it is you're keeping your stitch markers. So I like that system. Alrighty. And then last thing, I got more fiber from the fiber guy because his goats are magical and they make magical fiber. So I got more. And it smells so good. He told me that he washes the fiber with the unicorn wash. Or sorry, she told me that she washes the fiber with the unicorn wash, which is great. Like, it smells so clean. And she was saying that, I think it was she. I'm getting all my people mixed up. I'm pretty sure it was she. She was saying that, like, this gets the fiber cleaner than like anything else that she's tried to use. So if you get some fiber from, you know, a local farm, or you buy some at a fiber festival, or if you are getting into like livestock, like fiber animals, like as livestock of your own, maybe look into the unicorn wash. She said that hands down this has like been the most effective, and she loves it. And this stuff smells really good. Like, it doesn't smell perfumed, it just smells like so clean and good. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. Oh gosh, these are just all coming out. So this is like this beautiful, like, I can't remember now what the color was called, but it's like a beautiful purple gray. These are dyed. The goats are not this color. But these are going to be so much fun to spin with. I'm really looking forward to it. The color is called Heath and Heather Mohair. I think she actually told me that they are called something else, and that she just had that written on there for some reason like that. But it's something and Heather. Yeah, it's something and Heather. It's not Heath and Heather. She said, like, because I remember when she was like tying this up for me, she was like, I don't know why I wrote it like that. And that doesn't ring a bell as far as like when I read the label on the display, it was something else. So, yeah, but that's something in Heather. It's the purpley gray one. There were like 6 or 8, maybe 10 options, so that I don't think it'll be confusing as to which one it was. The one that has Heather in it. Maybe like lilac and Heather, or I don't know, something in Heather. So I got 5 bags of fiber. How many skeins did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 full skeins of yarn and 3 minis. That's a lot of, nope. And then my 4 in my fade pack. So 13 full skeins of yarn. Oh boy. And then my 3 minis. 13 skeins of yarn. 13 is one of my favorite numbers, so at least there's that. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff this weekend, but I haven't bought tons of yarn for the last couple months, like you might have noticed in the acquisition section of the podcast. A lot of what I was showing was stuff from Christmas and things that were gifted to me. And then there were a few things that I bought here and there, like when Knit Picks had theirs big sale, I got some Knit Picks stuff at Valentine's. But I really haven't gotten tons of yarn. I reined it in. I got my kit for my mystery knit along, the Florida road trip mystery knit along. I got that while I was at Dixie Knits, and then I got some 2 skeins of sock yarn, and then my friend gave me another skein. So I've been reining myself in because I knew the Fiber Festival was this weekend, and I wanted to feel free to get whatever I wanted. So I feel very happy with what I got. I know what I have plans for all of it. Some of it I don't know exactly yet what I'm gonna do. Like these two, probably gonna become a shawl, but I don't have a specific shawl pattern. My fade set, probably gonna become a sweater. That is what I envision, is maybe like a 3/4 length light sweater, lightweight sweater. But I don't have a pattern for that yet. These two, I want these to become a lacy shawl as well, but I don't have a pattern yet. You know, this guy, shawl, don't have a pattern. So, I want to do a lot of shawl knitting, apparently. Then I got a couple sock things. But I really only got the 2 skeins of sock yarn. And then I guess I got these minis for socks. These delight me so. The socks are easy. Like, I can do my sport weight socks in a day. Those are good. So I don't feel bad about what I got. All of it is going to be definitely going to be used and definitely going to be enjoyed. And probably in a fairly timely manner. Like, I'll use all of this stuff probably within the next couple years. Because I've got other things too, like I'm using. So, you know, I'm not going to use all of it immediately, but that's okay. I also enjoy just seeing it on my shelf. So that's part of the fun of having a yarn stash for me, is just getting to like look at my yarn and gaze upon its glory. So yeah, I feel like I had a very successful haul for my first fiber festival. I had such a good time. I talked to several people there that were vending. The charming lady who does the cameo yarns, I talked with her for a long time. I had so much fun chatting with her, and if my friends hadn't been with me, I probably would have chatted. Well, I probably shouldn't have chatted with her more, because she probably needed to like be selling yarn and not hanging out with me. But she was just super delightful. There were so many delightful people there, truly. I had so much fun. So glad I found my people. I will go ahead and sign off, because this video is going to be kind of a long one, between all of the acquisitions and then the footage of the festival itself. I know that this is going to be a longer video, so I will leave it there. I will include a picture at the end here of my haul in all of its entirety and all of its beauty. I hope that you had fun hanging out with me today and yesterday, this weekend, and getting to come along with me with my very first fiber festival. Yeah, I had such a good time, and I hope you did too. Reminder, if you want information about the sellers, then I will have that information below. And if you have questions about anyone in particular and can't find their information, feel free to message me, and I will send you any information that I have on them. So I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.